What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Lockdown Career Mode. It's episode number 53, and today we are returning with a big episode with Nottingham Forest as we have transfer deadline day with around £31 million in the budget. A new signing is definitely getting made today. Despite that though, we're top of the table right now, as you can see, with 10 points from a possible 12 from our first 4 games, and today you'll see our next Premier League game at home to Bournemouth, an academy update, and we'll end up with a trip to Austria in our Europa League group opener against Austria Vienna. Tons of things to get through today. Let's just get straight to it. Obviously, Algeria is coming this season on the free transfer and look very good. Rafael Leao, top scorer with 3 goals already so far. But as we are now here on transfer deadline day, we don't need Brandon Williams anymore due to signing Ben Chilwell last season. I talked about it this season where we'd improve. I said we need a new striker. We've got one on Leao. He's been fantastic. And I also said maybe an inside forward either on the right or the left, depending on whether we switch Saka to the right hand side and utilise his left foot, or maybe an inside forward on the right with a left foot themselves. And possibly a centre back for the bench as well. I'm not entirely sure, but I've got quite a few names on the shortlist, and I'll go show you them now. We're looking primarily here at centre backs, and again, players who can play on the right hand side or the left hand side as an inside forward. Sadly, Issa Diop, who is a really good player, is someone I really wanted to sign, but unfortunately he's just gone to Spurs. But yeah, there's a lot of names here, both in the centre back role and also again players who can play on the right or left hand side as inside forwards. Quite a few are out of our price range. Look at Jonathan Icone at Atletico Madrid, Rafinha at Stade Rennais as well, Zaikankov at Paris Saint-Germain. We're not going to get these sort of players, but there are a few that we could definitely get. But a few I just noticed have moved clubs. I've waited too long. Like Drake says, the good ones go if you wait too long. So that actually narrows down our options quite a bit. You know, in terms of the centre-back role, I trust Mason and Fikayo as our starting duo for life. But as an inside forward, Grave Diangana did score on the opening day, of course, against Brighton. I like him a lot. But again, I'm thinking about possibly switching Saka from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, and therefore needing a player that can shoot with the right foot, because I'd switch him to the left-hand side. Now, of all the players here, the two that I'm really interested in are Henry Onyekuro, playing for Monaco, the Nigerian. He can also play up top as well. He's absolutely rapid and has decent stamina and a great end product as well. And also Jonathan Bamba of Lazio, 4-star, 4-star. I love the high work rates. And again, a right-footed player that can play on the left-hand side, cutting and shoot on the right with 79 finishing and 79 shot power with that flair trait as well. So one of these two I think would be good. We'll see which one represents best value for money. We do have some players with their deals that come at the end of the year. They will need contracts. I would like to play the pre-contract game in January once again, so I don't want to spend every single penny in our budget right now on just one player on transfer deadline day. But I don't think Monaco or Lazio will hold us to ransom over these two players. And yeah, Monaco say they're 26.2 mil and you can take Henry. So we'll take off the 200 grand, put it down to a flat fee of 26 mil. I'm pretty sure they'll say yes to that, and they do indeed. So on your career for 26 mil, I'll take that one. As for Jonathan Bamba, he is 1 year older at 26, but 26 is really young, obviously. And 82 overall as well, so the same rating. And I love the fact he's got those high work rates, man. You know, I'm a sucker for those guys that work hard. I think Lazio might accept a valuation bid for him, and they don't. They want £26.5 million, so we're probably going to end up paying around the same fee for either player here, and it just comes down to personal preference. 25 mil? Yep, 25 mil for Bamba. Question is now, which one do I really want? Quite similar players, obviously both left-sided players with a right foot, both have 4-star, 4-star, both 5'9", both have a high attacking work rate, but Bamba has that high defensive work rate, which I really like. Both rapid, both absolute speedsters, no doubt about that, with fairly decent stamina. I mean, they're very similar, aren't they? Technically as well, both very similar players, although Bamba does have the flair trait, which I noticed that Onyekuro is lacking. I have had Henry before, but I've never tried Jonathan Bamba before, and I wouldn't mind someone new this time around. And I think he's also a little bit cheaper as well, by £1 million. Let's go for Bamba. Onyekuro might be a year younger, but I've never tried Jonathan Bamba before. Let's try and bring him in. Both very similar players with very similar play styles, both costing around the same amount of money. I'd imagine both would ask for the same sort of wage as well. But again, I've never tried Jonathan Bamba before, so I'd really like to give him a go this time around. Crucial squad role, 5-year deal. I'll take him up to he's 31 years old, and he's willing to take a pay cut as well, as long as I give him a big sign-on bonus. But you know what? I'm totally fine with that, as we've got the cash to do so. Jonathan Bamba, never used him before, but excited to now. Welcome to the City Ground. And now the question is, what do we do with Saka, and how do we operate with these two wingers? Whether he'll end up being as good as Herman Bamba, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm excited to find out. Again, he's got some great stats, and what really drew me to him was those high work rates. We like players that work hard out of possession, regardless of what position and role they play. And you go with the technical stats he's got, the absolutely rapid pace, and the flair trait too. I'm excited, and I can't wait to use him again. Yeah, it's an interesting one, you know, how we play this now, because Bukayo Saka, I did say we were going to phase him further up the field and play him on the left-hand side after we signed Ben Chilwell. But as we know, we're kind of making Saka our Gareth Bale, and of course as the years went by, Bale ended up becoming a right-sided player that could cut in and shoot on that left foot. And so in the case of Mr. Jonathan Bamba, we could do the same here. Have Saka on the right-hand side, shooting on the left, and Bamba on the left-hand side and shooting with the right. Or do we play them on their natural sides and look to cross and whip balls into Leao and Origi? It's an interesting one. They'll both be starters, but on what side of the pitch will they be operating? And our budget now down to £5.5 million, so don't expect any more signings on transfer deadline day or any business whatsoever. I'm done now. I've finished. I've got the one I wanted, and that's fine with me. And again, just to let you guys know, there are players that deals that come to the end of the year that will need new contracts. Of course, Marco van den Berg's going to get a much better deal than he's on right now. I'd like to extend Kyle Darlow and keep him on as our backup goalkeeper because you know we love him. Dylan Kelly, a good young talent. Brennan Johnson hasn't developed that well, but I'd still like to keep him here. And a load of other youth players as well, including Jay Bell. So yeah, these players will get even contracts as soon as the transfer window's over. So that's it then. Transfer deadline day is officially over as I show you what the clubs did around the league. Look at Arsenal there going on a bit of a spending spree, including signing our club captain Joe Worrell. And you can see here what all the teams did in the division. Chelsea spend there, pretty interesting. Morata returned to Stamford Bridge. Everton signing quite a few players in this window as well. But I've got to say, I'm happy with what we did in this transfer window. I really am. It wasn't an amazingly big change to our team because we didn't really need to, as Newcastle signed Keane, Vinicius Jr., Daley Blind and Danny Carvajal. But yeah, 2 players in, 2 players left. We've increased our squad quality. And that's all I felt we really needed to do. 2 good starters coming in and 2 backup players leaving, and only having a net loss of 15.75 mil. We didn't get much money to work with from the board, and I thought we did really well in this summer window on a bit of a shoestring budget. So you see the top deals there. Harry Kane going to PSG for a massive fee of 148.1 mil. Nicholas Saul heading back to Germany as he goes to Bayern Munich for 106.4 mil. And Richarlison also going to Bayern Munich for 75.4 mil. So yeah, transfer deadline day over, and again a quiet one for us, but we did exactly what we needed to do on a limited budget. And so a brief look at our academy as we now enter September, and you can see the players here. Very few players now remaining after we gave quite a few pro deals in recent weeks. This guy's potential is taking a big drop. This guy's potential is amazing, but I wish his overall was a little bit better. But yeah, a few decent players in here. And a brief look at our squad now the transfer window has slammed shut and we can't make any alterations till January as well. Yeah, I think the plan will be Saka now phasing over to the right hand side to shoot on that left foot, because when you look at his stats here, he's got great dribbling as we know, and 78 finishing is not bad whatsoever. And Bamba, really with the stats he's got, is definitely suited to playing as an inside forward on the left hand side. Yeah, I like the team, I really do. I am a little bit concerned about the lack of depth in the defensive positions, however that will come in time as the years go by. There's a lot of great academy prospects here who I'm sure will get some good game time this season, but for the most part I like how the team is shaping up. I really do. It's a youthful team, it's got a lot of physicality and pace to it. It's looking good, it's looking really good. So first of 2 games outside of the international break as we welcome Eddie Howe's Bournemouth to the City Ground. A really impressive start for us. 8 goals on the board already, only 2 goals conceded, 3 wins in 4, and not a single defeat thus far. If we are to finish in the top 4, we need to keep this form going. So first of 2, it's Bournemouth at home. Saw Leao score on his debut for us on the opening day. I'd love to see Jonathan Bamba score on his opening game for the club as well. Just a solid performance though, and again with Saka, I'm very interested to see how he handles the transition from left side to right side. Hopefully flawlessly. He's certainly got the ability and the confidence as well, but I think it's the right thing to do. You know, it was always going to be in the plan, left back to left wing to right-sided player as an inside forward, and now he's got the chance to do it earlier than expected. Oh, he almost just scored a lovely goal. Chilwell into James, and out wide is Bukayo Saka. Right now looking like the most dangerous player on the pitch there. He's done really well. I wanted Cash to run in behind. There we go. There we go. And that should have been 1-0. But it is now. Divock Origi denied initially, but turns in the rebound. Second goal of the season for Divock. 1-0 Forest. With Josh King now taking a seat on the bench, we need he and Rafael Leao to strike up the same sort of partnership the Norwegian and the Belgian had last season. Leao allows him to take the shot. Good save initially, but turns the rebound in the volley. 2 goals for him. He and Leao, 5 of our 9 goals they've combined for already. James to Leao, taking the ball in his stride over the halfway line and finding a pocket of space here to run into. He's got Ageria with him, and it's Obi. Oh, off the top of the crossbar. Should have been his first goal for the club. Should be 2-0 up. Still the lead is 1 here as Chilwell finds Ageria. Nice turn. Offloads. James. Good save by Musso. As we still only hold a very slender lead. And I won't feel comfortable until we lead by 2. As that header is cleared. Bamba picks it up. It'll drop to Mason Watson. Oh! That would have been glorious. Watch the cross. In it goes. Billings header. Well caught by Samra. Just see there, Bamba has just got away from his man. If I can play a great ball through. Oh, what a ball. Saka, what a ball. And it's Leao actually who's onto it instead. I was aiming for Bamba, but instead, what a kick by Samba. Leao needs some help. He's got someone arriving. It's Ageria. It's 2. What a kick by Bryce Samba. All starting from the goalkeeper. And Forest lead by 2. Ageria's first for the club. I was initially aiming for Jonathan Bamble, and I saw on the radar he's getting in behind his man, and instead it went all the way to Leao. Great hold-up play by our new striker, and finally Ageria, at the 5th time of asking, is off the mark. Drills it home, 2-0 Forest, points in the bag. Might only be 5 games in, but an impressive start for Forest. 4 wins from our first 5 and 100% at home as well. Let's keep it going. And since the tactical switch midway through last season to the 4-1-2-1-2 wide as opposed to narrow, we just look so much better when going forward and look so much harder to stop as well. And with Saka and Bamba now being inside forwards on the right and the left hand side too, and we will have so many options to get goals this season, we should score a lot. So moving swiftly on, second and final game away in Vienna against Austria Vienna, as we aim to get off to a winning start in our Europa League group, which I would say we are definitely favourites to top. And I'm going to make Sam Robinson my cup and European goalkeeper this season as well, as he prepares for his first ever Europa League game. Second and final game, Europa League group opener in Austria. Dale to Jay, and a chance for a quick break here as well as Leao finds King and Josh. Oh, referee! Referee! I was just about to send Leao through, and he was just scythed down from behind, and he stayed down as well. You can call it an accidental collision if you want, but it still should have been a free kick there. Leao would have been sent forward 1-on-1, but still dealt at 0-0. Yet to get a chance so far. Halfway through the first half, that needs to change. Nice little movement here. Jay Bell is through. Oh, it's a brilliant save as well. One of those moments where I just took too long. It's still 0-0. Such a frustrating first half, and it's Austria Vienna who almost took a shock lead. Woodwork rattled after Robinson was beaten, and again, this is just a case of complacency, I think. We're definitely favourites of this group, but we're just not performing. Hayden to Jay. A chance here for a quick break here. I can see a man out wide in Alex Mighton. King will send it to him, and the young man's got some pace. Flicks it into Jay, and Jay rolls it across. Golden chance, King stumbling and cleared. Half an hour to go, still 0-0. Well, that was me thinking this will be an easy victory on match day 1 based on our start to the season domestically, but instead a goalless draw, very poor beginning, and just nothing really created today other than one chance, and instead Sam Robinson has to bail us out on his European debut. The host so close to nicking it to death, and had it not been for a fabulous save by the 17-year-old, we would have lost this one. Ball to the middle, and oh, Benteke has just won it for the hosts. Complacency is an issue in Europe, it seems. It was last season and it could be again. First defeat of this season coming in the Europa League group stage. Isaac Hayden loses out to the big Belgian, who heads it past Robinson, who denied his man initially but couldn't stop the header. Wow, it's going to be a loss on match day 1. There was me thinking we were favourites, we'd top it with ease. What an awful start. Diangana wins it back. Got to be. Oh, it's just about been squeezed in. Forest rescued by Kevin's son Tyrese. What a relief. Dean Ganner got around his man down the right hand side, rolled it across, and Tyrese, he scuffed it completely. But it doesn't matter how it crosses the line, so long as it does. Forest are going to escape, and that's what I mean, an escape with a point here in Austria. But a lesson learnt tonight in Vienna. We should not underestimate these opponents, man. Last season in the group, we had some tough games, and we have on match day 1 this season as well. As Marco feeds it through. Oh, and Campbell could have been away. 1-1, should have been a banker. Instead, we're lucky to leave with a point and keep our undefeated start to the season going. Just lucky. Very, very lucky. Very, very fortunate. No doubt about it. Won't even try and deny it. I'll give man the match to the guy that rescued us right at the end. But yeah, one thing's for sure. It might be a great start domestically, but in Europe, we're going to have to play a lot better if we are to make it through and qualify. That was an escape there. And that will end today's episode of the Lockdown Career Mode as well, guys. So a massive thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. And I'll see you for the next episode featuring a top of the table clash. First versus second, as we play host to Pep Guardiola's Manchester City very soon.